children aged between 5 and 10 are shot dead at a school in America. A further 8 adults are killed in Connecticut, among them the killer's mother and possibly another relative. Some reports suggest the gunman concentrated on just one classroom. An emotional president tells America the country's been through this horror too many times before.
Among the fallen were also teachers, men and women who devoted their lives to helping our children fulfill their dreams. So our hearts are broken today.
This is the scene in Newtown as parents struggle to understand the violence that's been exacted on their children. And we'll be taking a look at how the papers are reporting the story in tomorrow's front pages with our press preview at 9:30.
This is Sky News with Mark Longhurst.
Good evening. At least 28 people are dead, including 20 young children, after a shooting attack in a primary school in the United States. Pupils aged between 5 and 11 were seen being rushed out of the building, crying and holding hands. The gunman is thought to be the son of one of the teachers at the school. It all happened at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. In separate incidents, it's believed the gunman may have shot members of his own family at an address in Hoboken in New Jersey. Sky's Lisa Holland reports on one of the worst school shootings in US history.
For this woman at least, relief amongst the suburban horror of Newtown. Parents swarmed to Sandy Hook Elementary, facing the unimaginable prospect of trying to find their child. These are the survivors of a tragedy which could be America's worst ever school shooting, compounded by the grim reality that the victims were such young children, 5 to 10-year-olds, their morning rituals torn apart just after they arrived at 9:30 in the morning.
I was in the gym and I heard like 7 loud booms, and the gym teachers told us to go in the corner. So we all huddled, and I kept hearing these booming noises.
We just ran like every other parent, and we found out we couldn't get to the school. But, fortunately, the fire department, Sandy Hook Fire Department's nearby. They shuttled everyone in, including the kids, into the side door of the firehouse.
When we were gone doing morning meeting, we heard like shots and everybody went on the ground, and Miss Martin just closed the door and we went to the corner.
America is used to going into lockdown after the all-too-familiar alert of a school shooting. In Connecticut, specialist police and army teams were deployed with reports of a gunman carrying 4 weapons, including 2 handguns and a rifle, wearing a bulletproof vest and black military gear. Then it emerged the gunman had barged into a classroom where he shot his own mother, who it's thought was a teacher at the school, before killing himself.
I've only heard it from my daughters. Yeah, what they said. Somebody came into the room and shot a teacher. That's all I know. Sorry. Is it okay? I don't know.
Another friend of mine said that there was a masked man came in and just started shooting. So I don't know how he came in, because every time you go in, you have to ring a bell, and they can see you from the office, and they know who you are, and they let you in. So I don't know if it's somebody they knew.
I just heard the principal was shot and killed. I heard some kids were shot. A teacher, Mrs. Hammonds, was shot, and they did walk a guy out of the woods. I saw him walk a guy out earlier with handcuffs. He walked by us and said he didn't do it.
It all happened 60 miles from New York. Families had moved out of the city to raise their children. The shooting brought an emotional response from the president.
The majority of those who died today were children. Beautiful little kids between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own. Among the fallen were also teachers, men and women who devoted their lives to helping our children fulfill their dreams. So our hearts are broken today.
Police had launched a search of surrounding woodland, examining vehicles, hunting for potential accomplices even as the rescue operation continued. But by now, for so many youngsters, it was already too late. Lisa Holland, Sky News.
Let's get more of that. Correspondent Jason Farrell's been following the